It is something. There's a date. This is January 4th. It's a Wednesday, I think. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Not normally on here. Welcome to the Wise One channel. I am your host, the Lady Caren. So whoever was watching is now incognito. People secretly watching my a minute in. It's Wednesday. I've got to get this on myself. Okay, I'm going through this organizing book. Okay. I don't know. Shut up talking. Yesterday kind of blazes. I don't know how to spell blazes. I don't know how to spell words that weren't distinguished as words while I was growing up in school. We missed. I want to learn onomatopoeias, how to spell splat, splish, squish. We have coffee. I'm almost done with this coffee and I want more. So, list. Okay, so what I'm doing is these are regular lined shapes, and then these are bigger. So that leaves a lip. So I write in the lip, and then I can show this to you because I'm telling you for now because I can kind of between stickies and stuff like that. So you don't have to buy special paper if you have these already. All right, so okay, trying to get organized. It's essentially like then I have these brain dumps. I gotta get this over here, out of here, because there's not enough room in this. But I gotta rearrange my brain dumps from last year and this year. So it's rearranging every kind of part of the normal part of the process. So I have to wonder, what do I want out of today? Seems hectic because I let things pile up because of yesterday. And it was very disoriented, Now, this, for whatever reason or the other, the routine was interrupted. That may be a factor. And I have to wonder about that factor is because my partner's on second shift, but I'm sticking with first shift. So I have to figure out how to throw me off my game and how to make dinner. Because the time who I'm making dinner for and the time we normally cook dinner, I keep that strict. I don't really have, with my autism, a problem with eating because I grew up just eating. whether I liked it or not, whether or not it could test me, it just went in my mouth like hunger for life. If I craved, like we drank, what was it? It was like soy milk or something like that when I was younger, and it was like disgusting. It was nasty. It was I didn't like it, but I kept drinking it. I was like, no, I'll take this. And then I kept asking for more, like an idiot, drinking a sip or so. Probably because I needed some of the nutrients out of it. So I'd eat things that I don't like. And I know my kids can't do that. But if I craved it, whether I liked it or not, it was something in it that I needed. My body seemed to recognize. My mind and my taste buds. So listening to my body while eating is a new journey. It's a new journey for me. Okay, so we're on Wednesday. I haven't done anything for the third. So like the third is missing from my life. Okay, so we're gonna put in our brain dump. Okay. It's getting close because it's the 4th, and we got 2 days until the full moon. Everybody get their jars ready or their containers that they're gonna put in the moon, the full moon. Just have those out for one night between such and moonrise and moonlight and moonset. Rise and set. I can totally. That's cute. Okay. We have any idea how cold it is? I gotta do shopping. Okay. Oh, this is. I love this background. Okay. $42. I have 42. This high is going to get Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have shopping to do today. Organize papers. And my kid has cabin fever, so we have to get out of the house. So it's waking up like 10 o'clock noonish. I went to bed late, real late. I got up early. I got up. I got home. I stayed up a little bit. And then, yeah. I just got into the routine. I didn't prep my routine. this disorganization is that I had a very disorganizing day, a disorienting day. So I'm jumping into routine. I'm getting on here with you guys as part of a routine, as a part of vlogging it out, because yesterday I was for like 45 minutes to an hour talking to myself in the mirror, like imagining in my own little what's inside my television that I have to sit here and go like this that. I'm really just animated and talking and going like, oh my gosh, she said. Sometimes I talk to you guys inside my head, like what would I say? Like pre-plan out how I want the video to go. How I want to, and then doing it in the mirror helps me learn my mannerisms are attractive to me. Would I like somebody to be doing that when they're talking to me? Is that the way I want somebody to talk or look or do? You know, is that attractive to me? Do I like it because I see it on the silver screen for the last so many decades? Yeah, because that was my hyperfixation, was learning the schedules, because I didn't have a clock, and I didn't have an internal clock. I couldn't tell from the sun positioning, because 3 feet from me versus a foot of distance is not a practiced discipline that I've learned to gauge distance and sun and learn to tell time and how to gauge this at this time, this at that time, this or the other time because of my ADHD. Time escapes me. The perception of time escapes me. It's so odd that we use a physical gauging of time when really time is a perception. Our experience is a perception, but we got physical implements that we put in the physical world. We can't see the paper that we write on. We can perceive because the signals go to our brain. Our eyes aren't doing anything. Our eyes don't know what it's looking at till the information gets into the brain that is mapped out and is played back for our mentality, for our inner power, our inner divinity, our inner selves that consciously choose to write as we are practiced. By the time we're older, we're younger, the practicing, the torture of practicing, writing and reading and the things to do that somebody else has decided in order to unify communication, we're going to do it this way. So that has been an exciting part, our perception of time and our perception. So my perception of time used to get warped. So I used to watch television like non-stop, and based on when the program was on, I knew what time it was. I mean, just like reading, I took in information from visual, and reading it's like a different, reading and writing is a different language than the visual arts, and the sound is a whole different place in the brain, and it's intriguing because you don't really decipher it. You don't really take it and go, oh, this is what we do. I was thinking about it last night. The fact that I could say the elephant in the room thing I'm not supposed to think about is I didn't have an association with the words that I spoke. And I used to, when somebody says, don't think about such and such, so I would repeat back, don't think about. And then the picture in my head and the sound in my head and all the other experience in my head, the smell of hay and what it be like when I was in the circus, because each animal has a different scent, has a different type of musk unto themselves, and a different type of musk for each type of animal. Just like humans have the sweats, the different types of hormones, the ones you can tell that eat beef. They really do smell like hamburgers, and you walk in certain restaurants and it really does smell like different types of grease, like pork grease off of a White Castle floor. The smell, I swear, they mop their floor with grease. But that grease, that scent. So all of that was gone. So to me, I wasn't thinking about elephants when I spoke the words elephant. So I could speak without thinking. Because it's not so much that I thought about it, it's just that I didn't have an association with that word. I let go of the association with the word, so therefore I thought I was letting go of the thoughts. And a lot of times for my meditation, what eased me into relaxation and allowing that 3% more brain power, not everybody needs to turn off their thoughts or not think. For me, it's just change the channel to a more relaxing or calming channel, to a different place in time and a different experience and a different perception of your mind instead of being in the void, which can be extremely scary if you're one that has to plan out the next, a pattern of before by having a pattern of after, having a void, being sucked into a blackness without thoughts is extremely scary for somebody who has pictures that don't turn off in their head ever. So it's easier to turn down the channel, the parts of the brain that does that you should do this and you shouldn't do that. Those things I turn down. I tune them down, the parts of the brain and the frontal lobe, and more of the turn up the curious and listen and watch and observe and not have any judgment or feelings. Grab from the neutral feeling to rest and neutral feeling, and allow that to turn the neutral feeling to turn up, or judgment dissipates and is no longer loud. So you're just simply observing thoughts or observing feelings and observing a sensation or observing your surroundings that grounds you, that centers you, is tuning to your external senses, the external senses and the external stimuli, and turn down the internal stimuli. Just quiet down the channel and the volume and just tune it down, that what you're watching inside your head is outside of you, and just let it be just in a neutral. You're riding the boat rather than steering the boat, so that the boat is gliding around and you're just simply riding there, and enjoy yourself. Go from a place of pleasantness on the side of the neutral. And that is rejuvenative type of meditation. Rejuvenative. Oh my gosh, I must have a migraine coming. If the words are difficult to come out, there's a migraine coming. And that could go with the brain fog and the stuff yesterday. Could do with this is what it's like to watch somebody who's probably have a migraine coming on and they don't know that's coming on. So like it was very hold on, let's just I love this thing. It's my hoodie is in the wash, so I'm putting the sticker on. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Yeah. So things for me that allow me to adjust my meditation. I can have an internal conversation with what's going on with just me and manifesting meditation or a type of just relaxing, rejuvenating, or a type of meditation where I seek out the divine, the higher power. That is honestly a very refreshing. It's energizing. Lights a fire under you. A lot of times, like going to church. It's yeah, it's a high. It's really wonderful. It's like you plug in an outlet to like big power source. That's some types of meditations that I do. Other ones are like driving. So like driving takes you where you're into like beta waves or gamma brain waves, doing something where your task is secondary task, where your task is so practiced and so disciplined that you can do it without putting your consciousness into it. So your subconscious kind of takes over, or underlying ability to, like, if you write really well, you can think of the word and the word comes out. You don't sit there and think about how much pressure. You don't think about angle of the pen or the media. You just simply write out the word when you're experienced and disciplined in it. So, I mean, sitting there on the toilet is a secondary task. Being touched is a first task for me. It's a very upfront conscious task. It's very loud up here when I'm being touched because it's a big sensory process. What do I mean by that? Is that I'm bombarded by smell, sensation of feel. It's very loud. I'm gonna describe. It's a very loud activity. It takes my very forefront thought, and so I had a point for this. I did. Oh, meditation. So yeah, meditating for a secondary action would be, like driving a car, or some people it's doing dishes, some people it's, just in there, and that's where they have their best eureka moments. Yeah. So meditation doesn't have to be torturous. If you don't like to meditate and like to turn off your thoughts, think about nothing, not have any thoughts, you let that go. That can come later. If you want to experience that later, it's a type of meditation that you can do later on. But I mean, there's an active meditation. There's where you keep your hands busy and moving, or there's an internal reflection meditation. The word meditation covers so much in an umbrella of types of moving your brainwaves to gamma, beta, alpha. Like when you're intentionally thinking about something, or you're intentionally active and you're intentionally using your muscles to straighten your spine, expand your stomach, the lungs, your lower lungs, and fill both your upper and lower lungs. And it's amazing. The results of doing this, the relaxation, the recentering, the regrounding. Get yourself grounded into your reality and into yourself and into things that you want to do. it benefits throughout your day. How often you meditate, how long you take to your meditation. Those are choices that you can try and do. But 10 minutes is a day of like relaxing and cuddling with puppies and kitties. Your cats, take your time, take your cuddle session with your cats. Is one thing that I enjoy. And it's healthier for you and your cat. Live longer and better. With your children, if your children are cuddlers. That is sad. I want more coffee. Okay. But I've been drinking less coffee. Gotta organize this breakup. 22's brain dump. I don't know if this is only 22. For all I know, this could be like 21. Oh, that is 21. So I think the first thing to do is to figure out 21 number. 1. I think, yeah, okay, these are 22. Okay, so this, I believe, I'm going to take a chunk out and realize this is 1 year, and this is last year's brain dump. Like, half of this is missing. I haven't done this for so many years. I just made it and left it. So my thoughts, my to-do list, I'm going to write it into this year's, see if any of it's prevalent. I'm going to write it into this year. If everything's not prevalent, I'm going to discard it into shredded or recycle or whatever. Repurpose it. More of the paper. That's going to be interesting. Okay, here's this. I don't need this much, but I need to grab this much. So, random 2021 refresher. Okay, so I'm going to need to-do lists. Things that I may still need to do or to daily do. Okay, that I haven't done. Okay. So if there's information that's still prevalent, I do need to websites, store. I need to redo my stores and I need to put them on here for you guys. My voice just decided to go. Yeah. I'm gonna put online store. And then I need to that's pretty broad. Redefine certain times. Less times. Starting from 2023, 2021 into 2023. Okay. Make granola bars. Yep. Put granola bars in the. Okay, so it's granola bars. Bars in the cookbook. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make a cookbook and write down about downstairs basement. So organize, clear. Now we're gonna start with clearing an area, then we're going to clean an area, organize it, and then we're going to decorate it. So we're going to clear basement. Okay, so this project has been fun, but it hasn't been a forethought project. It's been I really want to do this. Let's clarify it. Let's get it focused. Let's get it so that it's manageable. Instead of ADHD fuzzy, we're going to put it into the autistic accomplishments. Which, yeah. All right. Create. Read. Discipline. Discipline. Laundry discipline. All right, so I'm going to teach myself on the autism how to do laundry so that it's a secondary task instead of a primary task. Okay, and then I also want to organize cleaning off spaces or areas cleaned off, cleaning off areas, clearing off areas, cleaning up areas, cleaning up areas, clearing up areas, organizing areas. And I like to get, you got those little dune stuff, straightening, rearranging areas, straightening areas, rooms, areas, things that shouldn't take more than 5-10 minutes to build a system. Straightening areas. I need a system for straightening areas and a priority for them, like a standard. Like some people don't have their dishes go undone every so often because something more important is calling their attention, or their energy level is more important, or their needing to go to sleep is more important than doing the dishes. And for them, that works. For somebody else, doing the dishes is probably a priority and it's more important than getting enough sleep. Their function doesn't seem to be affected by going to bed 15-20 minutes later because they're working on dishes for 2 hours. It's amazing that it takes 2 hours to do something. Areas. So I need to learn to prioritize that and get that into our working schedule. So I did those things. So this one is, I like it. So then this is void. Okay, so that is done. Alright, so these are the things that I want to do that I still want to do last year that were bothering me. This doesn't look that old. Let's talk about autism assessment. This is new. This is this last year. odd numbers right up top. Alright, so one of the things that I want to learn or develop a functional method, discipline. Suppose a routine, and a routine is hard to do with ADHD. The function, so I want to develop a discipline or a method. We're not that lucky. We have not that much money to make. Like, I have no idea where methods get money. So much money. Method for self-care. Self-care, and let's see. Care and rest space. So care for care for yourself, care for your environment, and care for others. So environments. That could go so many branched ways. But for self-care, environment, and others, loved ones. So being able to take care of yourself, take care of your environment, take care of your loved ones. When you put your children on Shalowscape, it's kind of tricky because my children aren't infants. My youngest likes to parent us. They've had so many years of experience of being parented. And as an autistic, they can parrot back. They can tell you, don't do this, because we've established that rule for them. Like, don't eat too much candy. And for me, I'm still going to eat a full meal if I eat a piece of candy while I'm making dinner. They will not. This exception does not seem to register. So they think they can have candy before they so that means that I'll have to sacrifice my eating candy before you. So knowing what their established rules are and thinking that it's the rules for everybody, my child has enough experience to know this from that and a lot of things. No, they're not paying bills and stuff like that. They're not like A for Adley, wonderful YouTube show that I've not my favorite because I watched way too much of that. Child hyperfixation. Okay, so when you prioritize your environment over your children, it's because the children can be self-reliant and they rely on the environment in order to be self-reliant. The environment that I provide, in charge of providing the environment and helping them be able to do the things that they need to do in order to grow, to be safe, to be protected, to protect them, care for them, teach them, help them grow, help them thrive, help them be themselves and be happy with themselves if they so choose. So newness, autonomy, bodily autonomy, choices, and these other factors of motivation would be competency, and being able to function. These three motivators seem to be, from what I learned on the Wonder Room Creativity in Your Brain lectures. I love those. So love those. Oh my get them to want them to hear me so bad because, like, I want to say, yeah, put this, let me give you like a discount. Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. It's similar to Skillshare. You pay for a service and get these lectures. And I just watch these lectures between nutrition. Um, I my choir child is doing the singing lectures. There's so many lectures, so much info. It's like 3 different types of services that they've gobbled up and monopolized. And I mean, you could sit there all day long and this info on all this stuff and you feel like there's so much more to learn. And it can be overwhelming because I'm like, oh, plants, oh, how to do this, how to draw, how to do, but knowing yourself helps you pick, oh, I just want this one. This is most pertaining to my life right now. I can't wait until I finish it to do another one. History. I mean, it is this autistic, like, you have a hyperfixation and there it is. Yeah, some of them are boring lectures, but the way I chew up information, yeah, it's nice. I like it. So it's not that I'm prioritizing the needs of my loved ones underneath my environment, but prioritizing the environment to provide for my loved ones. I take care of myself so that I'm there for my loved ones. If you don't take care of yourself, you end up at the hospital. Who's taking care of your loved ones? Care of your children? Because you've gone without water all day and then you have a migraine and then you literally can't get out of bed. Like you physically can't get out of bed because you didn't take care of yourself. Not to blame you, but these are the results of not taking care of yourself. Who's going to feed your kid? So, having an environment that the child is familiar with and knows how to navigate and helping them become familiar with outside of their circles, outside of their comfort zones, their environment, help them. I mean, like the independence, the rush we get from the independence that we have. It's not so that we don't need community. It's so that we can thrive in community when community is helping each other be more independent. Being able to do, if somebody is focusing on how to grow plants so that you can spend all your time in the kitchen cooking wonderful herbs and spices and delicious stuff, but you don't have the time to cook your food or to do your plants and then cook your food for some odd reason. It's not the best analogy, but that's how community helps you be more independent. You want to cook, you want to bake, you want to work in your kitchen, but you don't want to be, in the garden to do it. You want to have the food available. Somebody else growing it and obsessing over how this plant grows, how much sun that plant needs, how much those kind of things makes for a big difference. Yeah. Uh, Somebody else can build houses so that all you have to do is focus on living in it. So we're not in this alone. We haven't been in this alone for eons, it feels like. So yeah. All right. So what did I put on this one? Boy, refreshed. Okay. So we're going to do 13 rough draft. Oh, this one is also recent. This is last year's. This is also. This is years ago. I don't have to work on these. These are, yeah. Which one is probably 21 in here somewhere. It's like some of this organizing. Okay. This is fun. This is this one. Oops. This is also fancy. But once the system is established, this is learning how to do this. And then once this is a learned practice, like I'm schooling myself how to do this, but once I get done with school, I should be a pro at it, which I hope to be digitally printing all this so that you can do it and understanding how much time it should take for you to learn to do it. Okay. Okay. This is obsolete. Okay. Manifest. Review. Providing needs wants okay. So to study. Division. Okay. That was right here. No. Okay. Andre. There's your friend. Oh, oops. Is there anything in here that's going to schedule and prioritize? So for things that I wanted to do years ago. Don't have that. Okay. I need to make a meal plan since I'm shopping today. That's today's. Oops. Okay. That's good. This is a revise. Okay. Tax ID. Okay. Where's the right one? Okay. Where's the okay, language? Language would be Japanese. Gaelic. I want convert. And then Scottish. So what I can do is I want to learn all these languages. So I'm going to take 2 years per language and just get through. And then here I want to learn or to study arts. So I love martial arts. Yeah. Branding. Popsicles. Cycle. Paper. Cardboard. Fabric. Okay. Art. Okay, and digital. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hi. Okay. Hi, everybody. How are you? Did you have good dreams? Yay. Did you sleep well? How do you feel? Okay. So I've got to finish my paperwork. Do you know where your tablet is? Downstairs. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. So we will see you guys tomorrow. We gotta get going on some stuff. And I'm still got this bunch of work to go through. Yeah. To put into this book. This book needs to be a lot skinnier. I need to be more efficient with my paperwork and organization to get organized. I need to evolve the steps of organization so that we are more skilled. I kissed you. I forgot to ask. Are you okay with the kiss? Okay. How is my kiss bar?
Isn't like this full?
That full? So I got this much to go?
And then you go all the way to the top.
Oh, yeah, I've got lots of kisses today that I can do. Yeah. All right. It was great seeing you guys. Or being here for you to click on when you see my videos. I really appreciate and hope that you guys are doing well. Clicking like and subscribe is a YouTube thing with a notification bell. And it helps my channel out. If you believe this is content that people would like to see, me vlogging my coffee with me. Yeah. And I want to get more videos out. My dad keeps doing the dishes, which is great. But on the other hand, I was going to do more dishes for you guys. He's given me opportunities to do dishes first. So, but it's that filming that has made me apprehensive about making videos or to do the dishes. I'll get it though. I've gotten over a lot of stuff, or I've come to terms, or I've mastered several other items in my life of tasks and things. So, yeah, we'll get to dishes. I mean, like things that work. It's a day. It's a day. Wonderful days. We're happy. If you've made it through this video, that's a long video. Of me just sitting there, doing my paperwork and talking and saying my thoughts. Yeah. But yeah, I've got to get a good few things started and going, and it's later than I anticipated. Mostly because it's like 8 o'clock. So it's late. It's so late. And this one, your belly, I'm going to assume you're going to need food. And I gotta go shopping for food. I should do a video of that so that you guys can see. The thing is, it's that personal information. I want to have personal information and just go, shopping. And, what I do, the app. With autism, it's great. It's a fantastic thing to do online shopping. It makes things easier. But yeah, all right. Mwah, 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 mwah. Let you go. See you guys later. Love you guys. Love you guys. Love, 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 love you. Until next we meet, have a good one.